Alright, what's up, people? How are you doing? Oh, sorry, how are you doing? I was looking for I was about to watch another video from him, and then I was scrolling and I found this. It's like unstoppable scrolling versus unscapable video. I watched 3 seconds of this. It's already so absurd, bro. I cannot skip this video for the life of me. Really, it's I already watched the lawsuits involving the skip the toilet, and I don't know, it just seems fitting to watch this one. It's so weird, bro. It's or how's the internet today? How did the internet get to this point? Right, we're watching this, and this somehow looks entertaining. Either way, bro, let's watch the video, right?
Tung Tung Sahar has now found himself in court.
And those are the 3 seconds I watched, and this is already absurd.
No, I'm not talking about the JP Morgan guy. I'm talking about the
Who? Sorry, who?
AI cartoon Brainrot character. Because believe it or not, a viral AI wooden stick is now at the center of a copyright battle that could affect Roblox, Fortnite.
What the okay, what? How is everyone involving the AI stick?
And the future of AI art, I guess. Because imagine just telling someone 10 years ago that a federal judge would one day have to decide who owns Tung 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 Sahur.
A federal judge is... Dude, if you're telling me this today, and I can already not believe it. Imagine 10 years ago. Bro, if someone from 10 years ago saw this, they would have the same reaction as me, like, this is so weird. What is going on here? What is going on?
Somehow that's exactly where we are. A viral AI
Welcome to the future.
generated wooden stick carrying a baseball bat is now at the center of one of the strangest copyright lawsuits I've ever seen. I guess this is ridiculous.
This is so funny and so stupid at the same time, bro.
As it all sounds, this case could actually have huge consequences for AI generated content, Roblox, Fortnite, and pretty much anyone creating art with AI. So, if you somehow
Oh, the world is changing, finally. Dear heavens.
avoided brain rot for the last year and so, let me
You're saying you're about to make a catch-up on the Tong 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 Sahur? No, bro. I don't need it. No one here needs it. Not because, oh, everyone knows it, but people that avoided it, managed to avoid it, they should not be corrupted by this knowledge.
catch you up. Tung 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 Sahur, often abbreviated to Tung Tung Sahur, he's an AI
It's just from being one tongue. So what's the difference?
generated meme character. He first appeared in early 2025, created by an Indonesian TikTok creator known as Noxa. The character is apparently based on a real Indonesian Ramadan tradition involving a kentagan, which is apparently a wooden slit.
They beat people up with a stick? Damn. My mom just used to throw coffee at me. I guess this is a bit better than hot coffee in your face. I guess.
Drum that's used to wake people
Oh, even better. They're not sticking up their... You know what? Let's not talk.
up before Sahur, the pre-dawn meal before fasting begins. So I guess the internet just did its thing and turned that idea into a AI-generated wooden guy with glowing eyes carrying a baseball bat, and somehow it became massive. It spread across
By the way, it spread worldwide. That because in Brazil, here in Brazil, yes, here in Brazil, I heard kids run down the streets screaming "Dun dun 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 Sahur" or something. That it's everywhere. They're all gone. It's over for them. Take out the guns. I'm sorry.
TikTok, YouTube, Roblox, Fortnite, and pretty much every corner of the internet where
Not only the internet, in real life, they're screaming that in real life.
kids exist, because apparently they thought this was hilarious. Essentially, Italian brain rot is what went viral after kids got tired of Skibbity Toilet. But Tung Tung
It's this video gets some more and more absurd as it goes. Oh, they got invested in Thailand Brainrot. They got tired of Skibbity Toilet. What point of view did now I started to see the whole view, the whole picture of the world we are in right now, and telling you, it doesn't look good. It looks really, really bad.
Sahor is apparently one of the most recognizable Brainrot characters. It even surprisingly has a detailed Wikipedia page documenting its history, cultural origins, appearances in video games, and now its copyright status.
What the fudge, bro? Seriously, this is. They're treating it so seriously, too. It's just. What happened? How did it get to this point?
That's right, there's literally a section on Wikipedia called copyright status for a talking AI wooden stick. Because apparently when Tung Tung Sahur became popular, it also became
That stupid name, too, bro. You can't say this in a serious discussion without me chuckling or giggling or whatever.
valuable. And whenever something on the internet becomes valuable, people start arguing about who owns it. So the companies at the center of all this are called
No one owns it. It's for everyone. It's Tung Sahur.
Spider Games and Speedy Simulator Gaming.
Sabia que a
I ain't even gonna make a joke this time. Just annoyed. Just annoyed with the ad and just. Bro.
The developers behind Steal a Brainrot, one of Roblox's biggest games. And the whole idea of this game is players collect these bizarre Brainrot characters, earn money from them, and even steal them from other players. And
Dude, it's. I need to make a video about this because what point of humanity are we in right now where this is the game kids are playing?
because Tung 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 Sahur was, I guess, one of the biggest internet memes around, he of course ended up in the game. And at first, nobody really thought too much of it, but then a French company called Momentum Labs stepped in. Momentum says it
Of course, it's the French. This is a joke.
represents Noxa, the Indonesian creator behind Tung Tung Sahur, and he claims that it manages
Oh, another case where they make a brain rot and sell it to a random company. For whatever reason.
the commercial rights of the character. So, according to the filings, Momentum sent the game's developers a cease and desist letter back in September of 2025. This is essentially a legal notice saying, we believe that you're using our intellectual property without permission. Please stop. And after getting that letter, the developers actually removed Tung Tung Sahur from the game, while the two sides, I guess, tried to negotiate some sort of licensing deal. But those negotiations
Let's humanity has fallen, and the world. It's already over for us.
the two sides, I guess, tried to negotiate some sort of licensing deal. But those negotiations apparently fell apart. So the character eventually came back to the game. And this is where things really escalated, because instead of simply just waiting to get sued, the developers went on the offense. They actually filed a lawsuit in federal court asking a judge to declare
Look how they turn tables.
Momentum doesn't actually own a valid US copyright over Tung Tung Sahur or several other Brainrot characters. Now, if you're sitting here thinking to yourself, how can there even be a lawsuit over a AI generated meme that was generated in Indonesia? Yeah, that's kind of the point. There's a whole lot of questions in the air
All right. I got you. I don't get it at all.
here, because this isn't just a fight over one talking wooden stick. It's a fight over what the law thinks about AI generated content. So, here's the big legal question. Can you actually copyright something that was created with AI?
I mean, that's a good question because. Okay, let me think. Because I see arguments for both sides, like, oh yes, you can or you can't. That's a tough discussion too, because in theory, you didn't make it, but at the same time, you did make the prompts, but at the same time, it's done yours. There's a lot involved with it. Damn, that's a good question, Mister.
Well, the answer isn't as simple as yes or no, because a lot of people online have been saying, well, it's AI generated, so nobody can own it. And then you have a whole group of people that essentially say that AI just steals a bunch of assets from real artists and use those to generate whatever it generates. So this will definitely be interesting to see how it's ruled on in US court. Because under current US law, copyright protects original works of human authorship. So yeah, that poses the question, what
I mean, AI is not human. You just put a prompt in there. It's a tool. So can you own ownership over it? That's the whole point of the video. Why am I trying to get it to an answer? It's the whole point of the video.
It happens when it's computer generated. So my understanding of it is there has to be enough human creativity behind the work. So if something is created entirely by artificial intelligence without meaningful human input, it isn't really eligible for copyright protection. But here,
I mean, it sounds fair enough. I guess you can say that. I agree.
is where things get a little bit messy. So
I have no personal opinion. I'm just agreeing with the popular guy says.
what happens if the person uses AI as a tool and I guess they spend days refining prompts, changing ideas, coming up with the character's personality, writing its story, picking its voice, creating its music, and shaping everything until it becomes the final version everyone knows?
Now that becomes a tough discussion. That's a really tough to answer.
Like, at what point does it become their creative work instead of something a computer just spit out?
I mean, I guess at that point, it's mostly their work. And the computer was the tool they used to make that work. It wasn't completely made by the computer.
And that's exactly what these two sides are currently fighting about. The developers behind Steal a Brainrot argue that Tung 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 Sahur was generated by AI, so Momentum can't claim a valid US copyright over the character. Momentum completely disagrees. They say that Noxa didn't just type a sentence into ChatGPT and call it a day. No, according to their filings, he developed the character through an involved creative process, coming up with the name, backstory, the voice, the music.
No, that sounds like bullshit, because that's a talking stick, bro. There's no way it's that deep. It's not that deep, bro. The discussion goes beyond the stick. I'm not saying its name. You can't force me to say that name. And in general, because there's no way a stick with a baseball bat is that deep. That's what she said.
The videos, and just the overall vibe of the character. And all of this obviously makes up the identity of Tung 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 Sahur. So essentially this lawsuit
Mr. Tung 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 Sahur for you.
is kind of asking how much human creativity is enough for it to be copyrightable. There's another layer to this that makes this case even more confusing, because Momentum isn't just arguing about copyright, they're also arguing about trademark. And those
I mean, I don't know what trademark is, but maybe they own it. Like, there's no discussion they own it. Maybe. I can't say for sure. Don't know how it works.
are two completely different things. Think of copyright as protecting the creative work itself, and trademark, on the other hand, protects branding. It's essentially what tells customers, hey, this product or character comes from us. So
I mean, I guess they can say it comes from them.
Momentum says that people now link Tung Tung Sahur with the creator they represent. They claim they've already licensed the characters for all kinds of products, including other games, toys, books, ebooks, consumer products, and even Fortnite. I mean, I was grocery shopping in Norway and I saw Brainrot soda for sale.
What the Alright, bro. This is the end of the video. I cannot deal with this anymore. This is a joke. But seriously, what is going on with humanity?
In rural Norway, I was in a small town with like 3,000 people, something like that, whatever.
What the freak, bro? I mean, thankfully, I never saw it in the market here in Brazil. But I'm afraid it might show up eventually for me. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared.
Forvang has. How many people live in Forvang, Norway? 712 to 720 people live in Forvang, Norway, and they somehow have Brainrot soda.
Brazil has 200 million people. How did it not get here? Or maybe it didn't show up to the market I usually go, but what the fudge?
It's pretty global. Regardless,
You know what else is pretty global? My mom.
the developers of Steal a Brainrot say not so fast. They argue that Tung Tung Sahur is a fictional character, not a brand, and that Momentum is trying to use
I mean, they made a brand of the fictional character, just like Goku. I guess.
trademark law to get control over creative content when it's really just a copyright issue. So now, essentially, the judge has to sort through both arguments. Who, if anyone, owns the copyright? can the character function as a trademark? If neither applies, can anyone actually stop other people from using this meme? Because on one side, you have lawyers arguing over federal copyright law, and on another side, they're arguing about a glowing-eyed wooden
you, I'm not gonna read that.
stick named Tung Sahur. Okay. And I genuinely don't know how the judge keeps a straight face reading some of these filings. Because, I mean, one
He's probably real mad right now, cause I am.
day you're handling billion-dollar business disputes, and the next day you're reading court documents about whether Bombardino Crocodilo qualifies for intellectual property protection. I guess this is just where
This is the world we live in right now.
we are in society. The judge
Society calls me.
hasn't actually ruled on any of this yet. Right now, both sides are basically telling the court, the law is on our side. So it'll be interesting. Spider
But which law?
Games says that these characters don't qualify
Room. Chambres.
for copyright because of how they were created. Meanwhile, Momentum says there was plenty of human creativity involved and that they've been licensing Tung Sahur to other companies for a while now. So nobody has officially won yet. In fact, one of the biggest reasons people in the legal world are paying attention to this case is because there isn't a clear answer yet. The US Copyright Office says that essentially copyright protection works of human authorship. But as AI becomes more common, courts are still figuring out where that line really is. How much AI is too much AI? And that's why this lawsuit could end up being remembered as a
World changing in the talking stick made by AI.
world-changing lawsuit. Because as crazy as this sounds, whatever happens to this lawsuit will probably shape any future AI-generated copyright dispute. And obviously,
I can't, bro. I cannot. I'm so sorry.
these are actually some big companies. Like, just for context here, allegedly, To Steal a Brainrot, this Roblox game, is making $10 to $11 million in real-world revenue a month.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna become a Roblox game developer. I'll see you next time. I love that, but I'll never see you again. I'm going to Roblox now.
There are some Roblox kids out here who are making very popular games who are making stupid money. And I can only imagine how much the licensing deals for Tung Sahur and all the other characters are worth. So both sides of this lawsuit, they're going to have a whole lot of money, which honestly really makes me want to go see it in person. So if you guys want me to go cover it in person, like,
Invite me. I want to go too. Let me go too. Let me go. Alright, bro. This is the end of the video here. This is so stupid, bro. I cannot deal with this. I love you, but I don't want to deal with this. I'll see you later. Mwah. Sorry, I forgot to kiss. Mwah.